Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Becky at Whinsyd Creations. I hope you're all doing well. As usual, if you're not doing well, as I always say, I hope this video makes you feel better. I know videos can't always make you feel better, but there's no harm in trying, is there? You know, it's quite late in the day for me to be doing a video, but I just really wanted to take my mind off my backache. So rather than just sit there, got backache, I thought I would I don't know where to put that one. Come along and do a craft along. Craft alongs are always relaxing for me because, you know. Anyway, we're going to, as I said before, on Mindful Monday, last Monday, just gone. I'm going to carry on with the start to finish video. And honestly, all I've done, as I promised, since you've been gone, is got my inks out. That's all I've got out. I've got a broken china, and that's an oxide. And I've got bundled sage, ink and oxide. I don't know which one I'm going to use, or if I'm going to use both of them. There's hardly any difference. I'll just show you. I don't say the camera will pick it up, but this is the oxide, and this is the ink. And honestly, there's barely anything in it, but they do behave completely differently. And you can always tell them at a glance, because inks have black ones and oxides have grey. So it's an easy one to remember. And I have brought along my Love and Hugs book. I made one just for in here, and I made one for my other room. These are just little bits that I carry around. They match my great big one I made, huge one. Because that's so big, obviously I can't cut it around with me. So this is, I just jot notes down as they come to me in here. And then I take it to my big one. And I can't find the one I made for in here. I made two of these. So, right. Love and prayers to Eva Lynn. She's a new subscriber. Thank you very much, Eva Lynn. To Mary and to Elaine. And thank you, Elaine. You're always commenting. I do appreciate it. So thank you very much. And if you're not one for prayers, then considering it blessings. So, thank you guys. That's lovely. I remembered. Now, another thing I thought I'd do, rather than set it all up like it is when the camera comes on, I thought I'd show you what I do when I'm not working on the project. So I've still got, sorry, I'm just moving. So I've still got my desk to work on. I put everything on a tray like this, on a massive tray. Like this, because as I've said before, I live in a tiny house and I have a tiny craft area, but I make it work by being extremely organised. I have no choice because I don't have the space. So literally, like when I last finished, I put it all on the tray, moved it out the way so I could carry on at my desk. So then all I do is take everything back off, pop it on my desk, and then put my tray away. Let's just do that, and then you know how I carry on doing other things. So have been very busy, so I haven't given much thought to the board books, I'm afraid, but literally this is where we got to, wasn't it? And I was deciding on whether to make a envelope for the center here or to use one I've already got, and I've decided to make one because this center was going to be one, but it's too big. So yeah, I like this page as the centre. It's got a bit going on. I think Pink Monarch Prints print these pages as journal covers, but they're never big enough for me. So I just use them in a different way, as you can with all their products. And I don't use just Monarch Prints. I use a lot of other stuff as well. And these are printed on both sides, and it's based on blue and green. And it's sort of along the botanical range, flowers, butterflies, nature. So first thing I'm going to do now, because this one I'm happy with the pages, this signature. I'm quite happy with the way that's going. I think I will ink the edges, but I'll see how it goes. It needs something. It's a bit bland, so I feel it needs something. So put that one in there, and I'm going to use this to make my envelope. Oh, that doesn't show up very well on there, does it? Actually, I need something that pops a bit more. We can use this one, or we could use, oh, I've got two here. We can use this one. Now that really pops, doesn't it? only trouble with this one, it's got lines on it, and I could go very wrong with that, but we'll give it a go. There's also this one as well, which I could use. That would pop as well, but oh, I don't know. Oh, well, let's use this one. At the end of the day, I can always print it again. It's just beige on the other side, just a little bit neutral on the other side. Now, I think what I'll just do, I can just do it the simple way where you have a square and you pull it together, or you can use a envelope maker. Now, I do both. I've got an envelope maker and I can do it by hand. But, can you hear me? I've got my head bowed down. I don't necessarily want it square though, so I do like the punch here. So let's see how big this is. This is 10 by 8, pretty much 10 by 8. So they're all to oh, hang on, paper size 10 by 8. Let's see, 10 by 8. Or we could do it 10 by 8. Did I say it was by 8? I did, didn't it? So 8 by 8, I reckon, is the yeah, where's my 8 by 8? Can't find it on here. Well, 8 1/4 by 8. That's not going to be a very big one, is it? Oh, there's my 8 by 8. That's going to be a square. Let me see. 8 by... sorry, I'm just looking at these different sizes to see. Nope. 8 by 8 is... There's no more 8s down there. There's 8 1/2. I can't go over 8 on one side. So, yeah. The biggest I can do is 8 by 8. It is, yeah, 8 by 8. So it's going to be square anyway. Oh well, let's just see how big 8 by 8 comes out. That means I've just got to cut 2 inches off this side, I think. I'm just using the bottom of my table as a measure. I don't know if you can see that. So let's mark 8 there. And make sure it's 8 this way, as it's got to be 8 by 8. Yeah, it was 8 and a smidgen. I suppose I should take the smidgen off, shouldn't I? Not that it'll make a huge amount of difference, but I don't think I'm going to bother taking the smidgen off. It's such a small amount. Let's just whip that off. Sorry, I'm going to get the guillotine out. I know it makes a horrible noise, but now I've got to find my mark. Huh? I know I'm not the only one this happens to. I definitely marked it. Okay then. There, I marked it. Here, look. Ah, there we go. Not going blind, just looking in the wrong place. There we are. Okay, are you straight, by the way? Yes. Yeah. Keep these bits. You always keep those bits. Especially on this paper, I love it. So, we're doing 8 by 8 then. After all that, doesn't look square, does it? But it doesn't matter. So we want, I don't know if you've ever used one of these. They are quite useful. As I say, you can use them without, but I like the notchy things. 3 1/8. So we're going to move this at 3 1/8. There we go, 3 1/8. And we're going to go up there, 3 1/8. Don't think I've ever used this on the screen before. Going to be very, I might have to do this the other way up. It's incredibly difficult to ooh. Right, I'll just see if I can do this without might do 3 1/8 again. See, that's right over there. That you're supposed to put that score line, which is there, which I couldn't see, next to that there. So what size does this come out then? Oh, it comes out 3 1/2 by 6. Fair enough. That's why it's not going to be square. If I'd made it by hand, it would have been, but I didn't really want a square one, so that's good. I'm going to get a rectangle one, which is actually what I was aiming for. So I'm just going to have to do that just so I can see my mark, my crease. I should have done it upside down, but I started it now, so it's going to be slightly off, I think, because I didn't cut that smidgen off. I can't see the, there we go, I couldn't see this mark here. It's actually a lot easier than I'm making it look, believe me. So I can see where that goes there. Normally you can see your score line, so you know exactly where to put it, but I can't see my score line, so but I can feel it. Ah, it moved. Ah. Let's just hope that's in the right place, pretty much. And then you turn it round and see, I've got such a small space. Yeah, pop them in here, and then you get your round edges, and it saves you getting your other rounder out. Right. Then I put this away. Put these away. There we go. This will be slightly inaccurate because I didn't cut it down both sides, but it will suffice for what I want. It's not going in the post. Which way do we want that? That's nice. That's a nice size, isn't it, for the centre? So we're going to just trim the top and the bottom. That one obviously needs trimming quite considerably. So where's the top of that? We're going to trim that there. I'm going to fold that to there. Can you see? Sorry, I might be too far down. Oh no, a bit further up. Just try and get it straight. Trying to get it straight. I should use that. That's it. That's straight. That's nice, and that's a fraction too long. So let's just I'm just going to snip that bit off. I think that's just going to be the simplest way to solve that problem. There we are. I like that. I am going to, oh sorry, I have got diabolically bad backache. Sorry, not your problem, I know. I'm going to ink it up with a bit of this bundled sage, I think, on the inside. See what this looks like. No, don't like that. Don't like that at all. We can do the that was broken china. This is bundled sage. Yeah, I prefer the green edge to it. I've got a sort of turquoisey edge there, but I might get my frayed burlap out as well for when neither of them really go. We'll do that. The frayed burlap out. I don't... Make your mind up, woman. Make your mind up. You're not going to see much of it anyway. A lot of it's going to be folded up. So that's all you're going to see. So that's all I'm going to do. Yeah, that'll do. I will get my frayed burlap out there in a minute. Let's glue that up. Right. Move that because it's in the way. Move that because that's what time I started. We'll use a bit of this for gluing on. Glue, glue, glue. I'm just going to glue this. Oh, no, that's just where I've mangled it. So I'm going to glue that down. I could cut it off, but if I glue it down, it reinforces that piece of paper. And it is only thin copier paper, so thin printer paper. Glue these two down. There's my little bottle. Here it is. Are you going to behave yourself? Because I damaged the pin putting it back in the other day. Not sure how far up I can go. Almost to the top though. Oops. There we go. Let's put you back in there. Yep, it's bent. Over there. So all that, so we can put this in the center here. Oh, look at that, fits beautifully. let's just get the centre page out because that's all I'm working with at the moment. That does fit very nicely in there. It's so much stronger and sturdier than that little one was going to be. I have, however, just noticed a white strip down there, and you know, as crafters, we can't be having a white strip. So I'm just going to snip it off. It's in the centre anyway, so it'll be fractionally bigger than the other pages anyway, so it won't matter. It's not even a straight white strip either, it's sort of at an angle. That's when I put it through the guillotine. It's such a smooth bit. That's it. Done it, done it, done it. So that is going to be going in there. I'm happy with that. I think I will probably be reinforcing this bit though. Probably doing some form of closure. Don't know what sort yet. But that's nice. Right. I think it would be nice also to have a little pocket on this little fella. It's quite a big one. We could put a little pocket there. Let's put those. Hang on, which one am I doing? I'm doing this signature. Let's put the other signature away. So I always only ever work on one at a time. And we're just working on one page at the moment. So let's get a tiny little pocket out that we've already made. Say pockets. Here they are. Just want a little pocket. Dun, 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 dun. It's a pre-made one, which is lovely. Do we want to reinforce that? That's very thin paper. I don't always, but I think I might. Yes, I'm going to reinforce that a bit. So we need a bit of paper. Any old bit of paper will do. There we go. With a bit off the glue page. I'm going to pop this on here, and I might give it a bit of a hinge as well, so it can, not a massive one, just a bit of one. So let's glue that on there. Right. This is quite strong paper. This I didn't print these pockets out on heavy duties printer paper either. I don't, because I never know what I'm going to use, and it's a waste of paper. So I print them off on just generic paper, and then I'd rather reinforce them if I need it reinforced, you know, than waste the paper. Let's cut you out. Right. Cut you over here. Cut you over here. Let's cut you down here. Does mean you have to do this fiddly bit again, but I don't mind. I'm one of those weird people that really doesn't mind fussy cutting. Doesn't bother me in the slightest. My daughter-in-law has a lock light and it cuts for you, and I honestly think it would be very useful actually for me, especially as my hands get worse. But they're quite expensive, and I don't think there's enough cutting for me involved. I mean, she does lots of vinyl cutting and things like that. I don't do enough of that sort of stuff, so I don't do any of it. I get her to do it. But yeah, so let's make this, there we go, quick easy way to reinforce a pocket and give it some hinges, you know, some edges, what they're called, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Let's just pop you there because I don't really need you right this second. Like him. I like that. Let's pop you on then. I'm going to get my my phone folder. I can't swivel that because it's stuck on the charging cable. There we are. Yeah, my phone's flat. It's been charging virtually all day. I don't know what's going on with it. I know my phone is on its last legs. So much so, I can't even charge it overnight anymore. It's just too dangerous. So it's very soon to be getting to the disc in. It's very soon. I couldn't sell it. It's in too bad a shape. I mean, it looks pristine, don't get me wrong, but it was secondhand when I bought it, and I just put a SIM in it, and I found one I like, so I can just buy it straight away and put my SIM card in it. It's the hassle of learning a new phone because I'm going from Android to iPhone. I've never had an iPhone. I had one once years ago and I hated it. However, they've come a long way since I had one, and my entire family is on iPhone, and it is a lot easier when you're all on the same. There's no two ways about it. It's a lot easier. So, and I weighed them all up. You know, sorry, this is not supposed to be a video on telephones, but I had them side by side. The comparison. We did a comparison between the one I really liked, which is a Samsung 25, and I did that on the iPhone, and we did comparisons. And honestly, there was nothing in it. I mean, there really wasn't. The only thing really that swayed me was the camera was a lot better on, you know, was for what I need, was better on the iPhone. And as the camera is the main thing I use, so we'll oh, you idiot, I've glued it up. You don't glue these up until, can I unglue it? Can I unglue it? No. I'm gonna have to make another one for the center. Well, I probably could unglue it, and I could probably cover those marks up when I re-glue it. This is what happens when you don't concentrate. So when I glue that back up, that will cover those. As long as I don't get any on this side, I'll be all right. Put that there so I don't tear any on that side. Oh, saved myself. There we are. What a plonker, eh? What a plonker. Never mind. For anybody in America listening, that's just what an idiot, you know. What a daft thing to do. It's from a show called, very old show called Only Fools and Horses, actually, which most people in Britain will have heard of. There, I've salvaged it. Oh, twit. Because I sewed that bit in, you see. For those of you who wondered what I was whining about, I have to sew that in. And then when I glue it back down, you'll never know there was a problem. Brilliant. So, I think it goes the other way up as well. I think I might just pin that in there so I don't make another big blunder. Let's get a little paper clip, a nice bright red one so I can see it. Yep. That is going to be sewn in to there. Right, pop you there. That's that page sorted. Right, where's the signature? Let's pop you. Now my two middles are done. I don't know if you know this, but I've always started with my middle pages. That's that one done. I mean, it doesn't mean I don't go back and do more, but yeah, I do start my middle pages. I want something nice when this, is this going to be the first page or is this one going to be the first one? No, didn't I decide that I wanted this lovely rose on the front? Oh, I don't know now, they're both good. That's subtler, isn't it? It's not quite so in your face. Oh man, this is going to be the first signature. I've decided. I've made an executive decision. So I want something nice on here. Usually I just go, I'm just going to go with, usually I don't do anything. I just wing it. But I'm going to go with a little piece of, oh, hello. Oh, you look nice. Oh, you're the same sort of blue as well. I think I might just go with a beautiful or pretty embellishment, you know, collage on the front of this one. On the front of this one. I think that's nice. I was going to use this because it fell in my hand. That actually could work as a tuck. It would work as a tuck. Let's see what else we got. Oh. That needs a lot more cutting out. I'll cut that out when I'm off camera. You don't want to see me watch me cut all that out. So we'll use him then. But I need a strippy. I need a strippy. Now we have this little strippy already. That's a lot of blue, isn't it? That's a lot of blue. Have I got any green strippies? Because green would make more sense. We got this one. That's a nice strippy. What I'd really like, I think, is plain. I don't want, there's too much going on. Right, washi. Let me have a look at your washi. What are you doing? I'm looking at my washi tapes and seeing if I can see anything plain green. Do you know, I don't have many plain ones at all. I have a few, but not many. I got way too many. Oh, there's one. Washi tapes. This is my clock, which sits on top of. That's very bright green. That very bright green. Okay. Let's go to my other strips. My other ones, which are faux washi paper edges. Keep flat. I've written on there. Keep flat. What have I got in here? This is where all my strips go when I don't use them. They go in here. Us crafters never waste anything. Right, have I got any sort of greeny ones in here? That's quite green, but there's a bit of, oh no, that's too much going on that one. Green or brownie or something like that. See, these are actual washes, these. Some of these are actual, sorry, none of them are actual washes. They're homemade washi tapes. Oh, I'm not sure that's what I want now. Hey, I hope you can see all right. I think I want something, yeah, I want something moving about a bit. Let's have a look at my other, sorry strippies, not what I needed today. Let's have a look at my little box here of goodies. This is a box full of stuff, just stuff. Have I got a green? I'll have a green pretty. I'd like something like a doily on there, I think. I don't have any plain ones. The only plain ones I think I've got are these ones. But that would work. A piece of this would work. Yeah, I think I'll use a bit of that. I do have a white one. No, I don't want the white one. A lot of them are pretty, but that's not what I'm looking for right now. Oh, we'll stick with this one. We will. I was going to tear a strip, but there's nothing what I'm looking for in there. I'm going to just pop this on. Let's put you in half. You're going to merge from here. I'm going to put some leaves on as well. I'm just making a picture of some sort, I think. I think that's what I'm doing. I'm just making a... Oops, you go that way. You're a bit big. You're a bit big. I'm going to go back to my vines. I always go back to my vines. See, the vines just do it every time. Right, vine. You can go there. There's the vine. We're getting there. We're getting there. Big butterfly. Those greens go nice, don't they? And then we can put a nice label on. I'm going to do that. That's how we're going to open the journal, with this. So we want these two on first. We want you on first, and then you on. And let me just give me some eyeliner where that's got to go. Just under there. Let me put my pencil out and just put a little dot there. Then I know roughly where we're lining these things up, because I like the dolly just over the top. I like to, what I call, ground my flowers. I don't like them, if they've got stalks, I don't like them floating in midair. It's just, I studied art at college, and it just ingrained in me. I mean, just stand. I know nothing out of the ordinary, you know. Nothing fanciful, just very straightforward art and design, and it's just sort of inbred in me now that I'm going to use my other glue on this, because I don't want to pull it about. It's very fragile. Not the one I was looking for when I said I got this lovely blue one, but I do like this, and it needs using before it gets absolutely wrecked in my box. don't know where that other blue one, maybe I've used it. I do like it a lot. I can't, the other one I can reprint. I'm not sure if I can reprint this. I don't know where it's come from. If you know, let me know. There, put the pin in because it's going to go everywhere otherwise. Tweezers. Tweezers would work best. So I'm just going to turn it upside down. It's just the way I got it. Oh, it's so difficult because it's so fragile. There. Doesn't have to be perfectly straight. Flowers aren't perfectly straight. Oh, I like the way that's bent round. That was accidental. Accidental, happy accident, as they say. Let's just get what is on there. Something shiny. There we go. Let's put some glue on you. Let's put some glue on you. I know there's a few shiny bits. I had those butterflies from G. Kerr. I've got some snazzy bits on those. I'll be under down here on the base here. Ooh, I'm going to make this a bit lower. I don't want to lose too many flowers. I'll just cut it off. Cut that off. Just let it dry a second and then I'll cut it off so it's not so scrungy, so gungy. Put my butterfly on, which happens to be a sticker, but I like it. I like the colour. It's already got little feelers, it's got little antennae, so I don't have to worry about that. And then I'm going to put a label on. I don't know why I'm doing it all with that in there as well. Let's cut this off. Whoops, let's not cut the page. Oh, whoops! Knock them off. It went in the, let's put it in the bin before we have an issue. Yeah, I want this to be like a gentle, what I call a gentle journal. Right, I think we can have a little label. And it doesn't matter if it's coloured. So we won't use a, we'll see what we've got in here. What have we got? All sorts of fun bits in here. Almost. Bit big. Bit big. Might have to look at my Diddy ones. These are all a bit big. Oh, that's nice. That blue one's nice. Quite like that. So I've only got one at the ear. I do quite like that. Although I prefer it there. Yeah, I prefer it there. Just push it up here so you can see. Prefer it there. I got one without a number on. That would look daft, somebody cycling. No, I think these all have numbers on. It's a nice coloured one, but we can always go for neutral, see what that looks like. These are nice because they don't actually have anything in particular on them. They're just sort of random. Just wondering if words would look better, that's all I'm thinking, rather than numbers. Would a few little words look better? Well, that's a number as well. 10. That would look lovely if you want some massive. Oh, that's blank. Oh, that's quite nice. And I could stamp something on there, like a word or something. Couldn't I? Like, hello. No, not hello, but you know what I mean. I think I'm going to use that. That number was just not doing it for me, which is unusual because normally I love numbers, but I don't like this funny shape here. There we go. And I do want to ink that, I'm afraid. I'm going to have to use frayed burlap because it's going to look weird with the colour on. Frayed burlap. Frayed burlap is a very neutral, inconspicuous kind of. Sorry, it's in this bottom drawer because I keep my brown ones down here all the time. Brownish ones, neutral ones. Sorry about all the racket. There we go. Frayed burlap. It's very neutral because it's got this dark bit around here. Looks very what I call cut, which it is cut. So let's blend it in. See, it's amazing what the difference just a little bit of ink can do, isn't it? That's staggering. Right, let's put you blank one on. I don't usually use blank labels at all as a rule, so I might put something in it or on it later. But for now, it'll be fine as it is. Don't ask me where this came from. I have no idea. As you saw, I mix all my labels up. There. That is just the front page. I do like to take my time. These things can't be rushed. I don't think they can be rushed. Now, I might even do some splattering at some point, but I'm just looking for my bit of paper that tells me the time. That's it. No, sorry, I've got plenty of time. Now then, the question is, are we rounding the corners? I think it would be softer and gentler. There's no square edges in nature, are there? So, that will mean a bit of scrunching of the edges, but I think what I might do with this first one, I might scallop them for a change. Never use my scallop one. Look at that. That's nice, isn't it? Like that. Right. What are we going to do on the back or inside? That's the question. I think we have to start, don't we, we have to start with a pocket, don't we? I think we have to start with something. I just don't like it when you open a journal and the first thing you see is a blank page. You know, I like to see something. So that's just a little introduction to the page. Right, let's decide. Let's get a pocket on. Let's put you that way so I know which one you are. Pockets, come here, pockets. Right, it's going to have to be a flat one. I can't go over the page. Could be quite big though, because it's quite a large blank page, isn't it? Hello. You're quite nice, aren't you? Yes, we'll do that. We'll put him on. I want to edge him there. I want to put some soft edges on him. That didn't work very well, did it? This has been made on book page. That's what I'm trying to say, book page. And it's been edged with frayed burlap, so that's fine. Yeah. Let's use a ready-made even. Nice ready-made pocket. And I think I'll have it so if we have it here, we can have something tucked in there, and something tucked in there, and something tucked, something tucked in there. Yes, we can have something tucked in. So we're going to glue everywhere but there. I made a meal out of that, didn't I? Da, da. So anyway, I hope you like this from start to finish. I mean, it will be quite long because I do a lot to my journals. Usually I do an awful lot to them, as you probably noticed with the vintage ones. They have a tendency to take a life of their own, take on the life of their own. They do. Well, I absolutely love starting a new journal. It's one of my favourite things to do, to start a new one. Just put that to the edge a little bit, off the bottom a bit. Get it nicely balanced. Right, we'll put things in the pockets a little later. I'm just going to put one there, and I want one on the other sheet, and then I'm going to ink the inside of this, but I just want another pocket. Should we put a small, I've got this little pocket here that I made. It's sort of a diddy over the, I can go over there. No, I want to go the other way. Is this the right and wrong? Nope, there's no right or wrong. So, and then you've got a tiny little tuck this side. Bear in mind, this will be in the middle of the signature by then. Oh, I haven't put my lid on. Oh, and ink is glue is going everywhere. Yeah, let's do you. I'm gonna put, let's oh, that's glued down. I really did. Do I glue this bit down? No, but there is a gap there, so it can be glued. Just gonna glue it round. Just gonna be a simple little pocket. Nothing special, nothing flash. Just a lovely little pocket. A piece of scrap paper that I decided to keep. I think it's off the bottom of, actually I know what it's off the bottom of. I think it's off the bottom of this one. Yeah, I think that went on there. Anyway, it doesn't matter. That's why I save these things. That's why we save these things. Now, do I want the back one as a side tuck or a top tuck? I think I might make it a top tuck. Yes, I'll make it a top tuck. So I've got this tiny one I like to use on these really little ones. I just think it's so cute. And then we'll use the normal one on this one. We'll use this one on this one. I just eyeball the middle. I know I'm very careful with a lot of things, but I do just eyeball the middle of this. On the chest every time. Right, you're glued down there, you're glued there. A little bit of frayed burlap. You know, I've got those other inks out, or what the chances I won't use them, but nice to have them handy, isn't it? Sorry, yeah, you got a videoer who's an inker. People either ink or they don't. I'm not heavily inking this one though, like I did the other one, the others. And you're going on there. So which one's going to flap? This one flaps open like that and close like that. So this is the bit I'm going to glue down now. I'm going to glue you down. Glue you down. Sorry, this isn't quite straight. Glue you down now. And glue along there. Put you down and put the lid on. Where did my, there it is. Here we go. Oh, come on, glue down. Why aren't you gluing? Oh, I didn't glue this side. That's why it's not gluing. But you were telling me you've missed a side. You've missed a side. Thought, why isn't that gluing? Because I didn't put any glue on it. That's why it's not gluing. It's the other side that flaps, not this side. But you know, I wonder sometimes if I have a brain. I do. Right, that's that one. And this one, you flippy flappies, but I don't like that. So I'm going to put something there. Maybe a little bit of washi. Well, this is a washi place. This is somewhere for washi. Hum. Oh, I like that one. And, oh, that's nice. That actually goes really well with those leaves. I don't really want it to, you know, scream and shout. I just want it to cover this bit up and reinforce this little hinge here. It's a bit narrow, but I haven't got a bigger one like this, so I'm sure I haven't got a bigger one like this. No, I haven't. So on you go a little bit. This is going to be difficult. Put you on there. Little washi. Oh, I'm sorry, there's a police car outside, or an ambulance. Just driving past. I don't know if you can hear it right now. Actually, a policeman lives 2 doors down from me. But he never sets his off until he's left the village normally. It's actually only usually the ambulance that wails. The village has, sadly, well, not sadly, it does just have a lot of elderly people in it. You know, the elderly have a tendency to fall. I know this, my mother fell a lot when she got older. Sometimes it's just life, isn't it? Right, I am going to corner that as well. Corner that as well. There we are. There. Right, I'm happy with that. Swingy pocket there and a slug pocket there and a nice piece of, yeah. So that's that one done. I think I might, have I inked this? No, I don't think I have. I'm just going to edge this edge. Edge this edge. Let's get a bit more ink on there. I don't want it very dark or anything like that, but I do want a finish on it. Especially these pale pages like this. Right. Right, so that's got a pocket. This one can open up and you can write on there. That's that one. Next page is this one and this one. I don't think I'm going to put anything on this one at all. This is going to be what I call a free page. I'm going to scallop the edges. It's not the same, it's a slightly different neutral one, but it is neutral. This is just going to go in there and go around the edge here a bit. I've got a bit of an issue with the white core of paper, you know. It's just my pet hate. There we are. And that's going to go in there. I might clip that page. We'll see. What's next? Next is this one. 2 writing pages together. That's lovely. So they can do whatever they want with that. Might put something on it later. We'll see. I might come back to that. This one can be written on, and we'll put something here. So we're on this one now. So let's put you 2 back. You're going that way and you're going that way, so I know where I am. So that side, let's do these. We're cracking now, we're cooking. Let's do the white core while I think about this. What should we put on this then? We could put on a bit of a waterfall thingy, couldn't we? It's a beautiful page. I'm just going to turn it back a bit because it's easier to do. Yeah, I do like this one. Although it goes across the page, and I think flowers are supposed to do that. But this is the way I've printed it. So I'm going to put something on here. And I think it might be... See, this is a repeated pattern and you can see the line there. It's not criticism, it's just the way they are. So I'm going to balance this one. So basically, if there's something on one side, it's going to be on the other, but they won't be together, obviously, in the book. So it's balanced that way. That one won't work. It's the wrong colour. That's the wrong colour. That one won't work. Oh. Ooh, there's a lot going on this page, isn't there? We need something quite neutral for this page. I might have to make something because these are all quite... Oh, he's not too bad. Oh, that looks okay, doesn't it? He's the wrong colour, but I don't think that's a big issue. Ah, I got these ones too that I kept. Yeah. Yeah, that'll keep you, or we could have these two. No, I'm going to use that one. I'm going to use the first one. I'm going to do these two here. I know this is another just sort of push down envelope, but this one's going. These two are going to have acetate in them. So get the old acetate out. Acetate, come here. I've got a tatty piece here that I'm working my way around. There we go. So there's my scissors. Here they are. Put that there. Turn this over so I can see what I'm doing. So I need. I'm sorry, you can't see acetate on film, can you? On there, can you? So I'll do this as quickly as I can. That's a bit for that one. I did a bit for this one. You don't have to put acetate on them. I do like to, though. I do like them to be covered, and they're less likely to get tags, and that are far less likely to get stuck. If you glue a piece of acetate in, they're not going to get stuck on when you put it in. They can get stuck on these bits I've done, so I've added on because that was just a square to start with. So right, I need something on here, don't I? Because I'm working with acetate. You're not going to see a thing I'm doing. There you go. Probably can't see much on the white either. Right, I'm going to glue this down. It's quite big, isn't it? It's quite a large piece of acetate. So is that the right way around? Does it make any difference? No, none whatsoever. If I've missed, I'll just put some more on. That's it. Leave you there to dry for a second and put you on before I put the lid back on my thing. I'm going to put it on here this time so I get it right on the edge. Must look like I'm gluing into thin air here. Right. I also think it really finishes them off nicely, you know, it really does. Right, put you away, bring you back down. Next, I think they pop nicely on this and those greens would go well as well. Whoops, let's not go over the flap. This needs inking. Oh, have I got my acetate too far? Oh no, I haven't. Why won't that fold then? It's just being stubborn. I don't know. Oh, I know why. Huh. It's this thing I've glued on. It's a bit thick there. Never mind. It's gone under now. Is that right? Yeah. I don't think the bottom was straight. You know, I did not think the bottom was straight. Sorry, I'm not cutting the acetate. It's just... That's better. I know you probably couldn't tell on camera. I'm sorry, but it was really annoying me. Right, we only have to glue these bits around here. Don't need much. It's a very lightweight pocket. Whoops, a bit wobbly. They're a bit wobbly. Please make sure that's on the inside. Let's get that out. Where'd I put that glue? There. Right, you are going to have some very quick chomping done. Right, let's quickly go in. This is going to be a top one. Yep. Sorry, hit my scissors. Sorry if you're nodding off there. There's a tiny little pocket for some tiny little tags. Not everything has to be big and chunky. In the pocket world, it doesn't. That's that one. Happy with that. Did I ink? I inked first, didn't I? Yep. Yep. You know what's coming next, don't you? I'm not going to do anything on the next one. So we need to get 2 out because I'm not going to do anything on that one yet. I mean, it doesn't mean to say I won't come back and do something later on, but this is how I start off. I'm starting off with not going overboard, and then we can add when we've finished, you know. Add more when we've finished. Well, we won't have finished, will we, if we're adding more, but you know. When we've got to what we feel is might be the end, we can in you go, in you pop. Right, you go that way so I know which one you are. Right, I'm going to get my little bag of goodies out for this one and see what else I've got in there. Because we've done some very similar pockets, haven't we? I want to do something a bit different now. Let's just do the other side as well. Quick steps. I know on camera you can barely see it, but that makes a difference to me. Right, so we are doing this side and this side, so we can write on this side and this side. Right, I have a bag here. Sorry, just going to move a couple of things. There we go. We thought I was organised, didn't we? Oh. While I'm scrounging around over here, I think I'll have a quick sip of my coffee. That's nice before it goes cold. So here I have another one of my Everything Mary boxes, and it's full of goodies. This is where I keep all sorts of stuff. I got these sort of envelopes. These got stuff stuck in, like policy envelope things. That's quite a nice one. Could put one of those in, so I might get one of them out for later maybe. I've got these, which are really good fun. So get one of them out. Now I've got we have a cello bag. No, we have a those cello bags. There's 2 there. I thought there was. Get one of them out. Should have got these out when I was preparing. So now what's this? Oh, this is one of those clear ones. That's nice on a big piece of paper, you know. And then I've got some of these pretty bags. So I'll get one of them out. I got a smaller one there. I have. I might get that small one out instead because it's not a very big journal. I've got a couple of these, but these are going to be too chunky for what I'm doing. And that's just book page, and these are pretty pages. Pretty pages. I didn't look through these to see if there's anything suitable. You can't see, sorry. The stuff at the front here, I can't turn it round, but none of it's to do with I don't think. I have got some Tim Holtz wallpaper. Let's just see if there's anything suitable. Not really. Not that I want to use. So we've got little bags, we've got those bags, I've also got some CD envelopes as well. But I've got that other thing out, that policy envelope, so I think we'll use that instead. We've got some bags out. They're much thinner too, these policy folders. Will you? That's quite heavy because it's full of paper. Oh. Put my I have to put my bits back, otherwise I can't move for junk. So we've got all these fun things to play with as well. Now, this is lovely paper. So you'd see it. If I took this off, you'd see that beautiful paper underneath until you put something in. So I think I'm going to use this in this. Let's put these in pockets. Put them in there. So I think I'm going to use this on this pretty paper. I don't keep this top, I just take this top bit off. It's therefore the packaging envelopes. They're for sending things abroad. You know, well, not abroad, sending things in the post. It's where you put your delivery note. And you just rip this piece off. But I don't want this piece, so I'm going to cut it off. But what I do want is this piece. Now, you should be able to peel these off, and they should be sticky, she says. They should be sticky at the side. Yes, they are. I'm going to stick that there. That's all I'm going to do. Shall we make it smaller? It's very big, isn't it? Well, it doesn't matter because, well, you need to be able to get it out, don't you? Just going to make it a little bit smaller, just so we can get our tags in and out. Just a tiny bit smaller. Yeah. Having cut that bit off, I needn't have bothered. I could have just sliced it off, couldn't I? But hey ho. Let's pop you down the bottom here, the right way round, yes. Come on, off you come. Oh, I've caught that bit a little bit. They're not easy to do, but they're not easy. I know I'm whispering, it can't hear me. Oh, it's creased slightly. Never mind, it's creased a lot. Let's see if we can rub those creases out. We'll make them worse, whichever. You probably can't see those on camera, but and then you've got a see-through pocket, look. Isn't that cool? It would be even cooler if I hadn't creased it, but I did. When we got the tags in, you won't be able to see. Yeah, they're quite unique. Those, I quite like them. Right, that was quick and easy, wasn't it? I don't decorate them or anything. I put in really, really pretty and ornate tags in so you can see them nicely. Right, something on the back here now. We'll save the other one for the other. I think it's time we had an envelope flip. I think it's time for an envelope flip. Let's have an envelope flip. And now I made that other one, which I really liked, but it's too busy on here, so we're not going to. We want a bland one on here, don't we? A blander one, because that would be like that. But I'm going to have it flipping in and out. I think I'm going to have it flipping in and out. We've also got this nice big green one, which we could have flipping back and forth. Let's make it and let's see how it goes. It's like I partially started making it for something and then didn't finish after. I don't know why, but there you are, I did. Right, this needs, this I think is, I was going to say this is one I've made, but it isn't. And it's pretty, it just needs a bit more off these corners. Probably because I didn't fold it properly, but don't ask me where kit this came from, I have no idea. Haven't a clue. I'd like to look through it so you can have a look at some more kits, but I just don't have time. There, they should no longer catch now. I think this one with the fluty bit is the top. So, oh, why don't I use this? I'm dreadful at using my nails instead. And that's a nice, big, strong, sturdy envelope, which can be embellished. And I thought we'd have it here, and it could flip out. I do like a good flip out. I do. And it's a nice colour, and that is the right way up because there's right. Huh? It goes that way. No worries. As it flips out. Oh, bother! You could have it like this, we could have the bottom to flip out. Doesn't have to be the top. The bottom could flip out because that is the way the writing goes. So we could use that as the bottom, and we could just use that pretty bit as the top. Oh, it's still catching, that bit. Not that it really matters, because this isn't going to get folded over anymore, because I'm turning it round, because I want it the right way round. So we can glue them down, have something in there. Yes, right. Move you back a bit. Let's glue this in place before I get confuddled, get confused. Oh, the nozzle of my glue needs cleaning. I'm going to do this bit as well. But not to the top, obviously. Yeah, that's you. And then I'm going to pop you on here. Go in the middle, actually. And we're going to have you as a tuck as well. Yeah, I think we probably will. It's a very strong envelope. So we're going to glue here. We're going to glue along here. Decent amount of glue on. Doesn't have to be a massive tuck, does it? Just to bearing in mind it's a hinge as well. Right, let's pop you on here. Definitely the right way around. Yep. I should have cornered it first, but never mind. I can do the bottom too. Let's put the lid on the glue before it. See, it's not full enough to have it the right way up, but it's too full to have it laying down. But if I had it the right way up all the time, the glue, it would take forever to come to the bottom of the bottle, you know. So it's a bit gungy. This is the trouble with having a big bottle. I wouldn't get another big bottle for that one reason. Or if you get a big bottle, I'd transfer it into a small one. I like that. And then we got a little tuck under here, which I might make smaller. I might glue a bit more of that down and just have a little tuck. Shall we embellish this? Because, yeah, this needs embellishing, doesn't it? I think all the other pockets were readily embellished because they're already made. What time is it? Where's my bit of paper? Oh, we've been going an hour. Actually, we've been going an hour and 8 minutes. I was really enjoying myself as well. Let me just double check my phone, make sure I've written down the right time. Yeah, an hour and 7, an hour and 8. Yeah, I wasn't far off, was I? A minute out. Right. I'm not going to do it. No, we're doing this as we go, aren't we? So this will be embellished next time. I hope you've enjoyed this craft along anyway. Let's see what we've done. Let's just quickly recap. We have we decorated the front. We put a ready-made pocket on there, and then got a couple of writing pages there. You got one of those little pockets there, another writing page, clear pocket there, and then we'll have some more pages in, and then we've got flip out, which we're going to embellish, writing page, a diddy little one, writing pages, and that one we haven't done, and this is a flip out and a flip in. What did I do? And I'm done on the other side of that, and we've got a few more pages to go in this one as well. And we also did the envelope, didn't we? That's the wrong way up. We did the envelope with the pocket as well, which I glued up, which I shouldn't have done. So I pop that there, so I know where I am. Pop it back in here. It will go on the tray, ready for our next video, because as I say, I'm not doing anything in between. This is a start to finish. It could end up being about 10 parts, but hey, it doesn't matter, does it? We haven't got anywhere else to be while we're watching this, so that should be fun. Sorry this has run over a bit. I was having really good fun. It is late in the day though, and I do need my rest. So I hope that cheered you up a bit. If you were down, I hope it was fun if you weren't. And really, please take care of yourselves this week, and I'll see you again on Saturday for Satisfying Saturday. And let's hope I can find a nice board book to use for our, I think I'm going to have a look at that for Saturday and see if we can, yeah, get that started. All right, guys, Take care of yourselves, look after yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Bye now.